Come with us down into the dark sewers. We'll get you to what happened last time on the Incorrigible party.
Alright, so Hank is looking rough. He's looking haggard. And Shaft is right up in his face. He's behind him, actually.
Right up in his butt.
Yeah.
Takes 2 big swipes with his greatsword. With a critical hit and a 21.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
So the critical hits you for 14 damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay, fells you. So you made a death saving throw. You rolled lower than a 10.
No, I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Shaft.
Here we go. It's actually a 1 again. So thank God I'm a halfling. And believe it or not, it's a 1 yet again. But I have to take the second one with luck.
Okay.
So that's 2 fails.
You critically failed.
Yes, I rolled a
That
1.
means you hit your closest ally, which is Britt.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm too...
I think we need a new sponsor.
Okay, these little sewer halfling guys. They're gonna actually try to start grab Bryn and start dragging her down this alley. There's this last one. He yells again in Elvish at Falzer, and come, we have this one. They have kind of sat waiting for you. They've found the cover with Bryn's body, and they've stabilized you, Bryn. So you're fine. Still unconscious though, and they lead you up this back alley here, where they find another like sewer opening, and they lift it up and they usher you guys in. Keep following us to continue your adventure. So these darklings dragging Bryn and Gozer, you got Shaft over your shoulder.
Yep.
They lead you into the sewers down this alley that kind of ran parallel to the main street that you guys were fighting on. So currently, only people conscious are Gozer and Falzarin, right?
Yeah.
So they are ushering you kind of in really quickly, and again, these things are like Shaft size, they're like halfling size. And as they're kind of pushing you down down the ladder into this, as you go down, you kind of notice that they have like these hooved feet, and again, they're still fully wrapped up, and you can't really see any of their facial features yet. But as they get in, they follow you, and they close over, and the lid slides shut, and you're cast into complete darkness. But I believe Gozer and Falzarin, both you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, down there they have no lights. They don't stop themselves to light anything. But one of the ones kind of pulls off his face covering, kind of, and kind of pushes his hood back. And his name is, he introduces himself. Hi, I'm Algra. If you guys just come with us, we can get you out of here. We can get you out of the city. And his face, he looks kind of goblin-ish. It's like a weird mix between a goblin and an elf. Again, so dark vision, all you really see are like grays. So you can't make out any color with your dark vision. Still, the 3 of them kind of have Bryn, and they're dragging her in. I don't know if you guys want to stop, or you just want to follow them into the sewers. Like, do you want to stop to try to get Bryn and Shaft up? They seem to be hurried. Like, they're kind of trying to usher you as quickly as they can, at least away from your entrance into these sewers.
Where are we going?
We can get you out of the city.
Well, you could get us out of the city too. Why are we going through the sewer?
It's safer down here. It's safest. Look, they're all up there looking for you now. Please, come with us. Come with us. We can help you.
I'm gonna pat Shaft, see if he responds at all.
No, he's out like a light.
I'm gonna keep following him, I guess.
Can I make a, would it be deception, whatever check it is to see if they're lying to me?
Sure, make an insight check.
Ignore that.
He doesn't
I
have much
believe
insight.
every word they say. Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I mean, so far you've seen what they've come up and they've helped you in your battle. Like from everything you've seen in your short interactions with them, they seem to just want to help you. So again, the 3 of them are kind of dragging Bryn. They've maybe one on the legs and 2 and 1 more has each arm kind of, and they're holding Bryn up as best as they can. They don't offer you any healing or anything. They're just kind of really concerned about ushering you through. So these sewers they're kind of short, so Gozer, you may have to stoop a little bit. They're only about 5.5 feet tall and like just over.
Oh, yeah, I'm stooping a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And barely like 10 feet wide. So you can almost walk like 2 of you abreast, but
Okay, so I can't carry Shaft on my shoulder like I was going under here. So he's
okay.
now. I got him on the ground, and I got his arms, and he's dragging his feet along as I'm stooped over here, and just dragging him along the ground.
Okay. So I rolled the D4 for you guys to regain consciousness. You guys, unless otherwise healed, will regain 1 hit point in 2 hours. Okay.
Okay.
So the main like long kind of run of this sewer, they take you to maybe 100 feet down, and then you see one of them kind of like one of them on Bryn's left arm kind of drops her arm, and she kind of slumps under the concrete, the splashing in this fetid water that's up to your ankles, and he kind of goes up to one of the walls and just like taps, kind of knock, kind of feeling around, and then finally finds this little hidden mechanism that opens up this even smaller opening that he again motions you into, and you file into this hidden wall, and he closes it up behind you. Still complete darkness. They clearly, they probably live down here and much prefer the dark. It's not much further. It's not much further.
Where are you taking us to?
We take you. These tunnels. They lead outside of the city.
So we're going to be outside when we get to the end of these tunnels.
Yeah. You'll be safe.
Do you guys have any more friends that are waiting?
There's lots of us down here. Yeah. You guys continue with them?
Yeah, I guess. Don't have many better options.
I want to look around, see if I see any signs of a bunch of them living down here, or signs that there's like been lived in down here.
Okay, roll a perception. No, roll a survival check.
So I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Great start.
All my efforts going into dragging Shaft along the tunnel.
Totally. Again, you don't see any sure signs of anyone else living down here. So you're currently needing to take this little guy at his word. But as they continue to lead you down kind of this twist and turn, and it's very maze-like. It's maybe even difficult to keep track of all the lefts and rights that you guys have been making. But eventually you come to what seems to be more like of an organized like structure, as far as the way, like kind of almost how like city streets work, like in kind of grid fashion. So much less like twists and turns. And you finally get to a part, and you guys can notice on the walls of this tunnel, like it's just like lined with these paintings. Again, you don't see any of the colors or anything, but every maybe 20 feet there's a painting or two, and a torch sconce, unlit, of course. Again, there's no light down here. They're these race, they're called darklings. Now that you've kind of fully seen him with his wrappings and a little more familiar with exactly what they are. These darklings are leading you, they can't help but just kind of glance and almost hesitate, as they just kind of want to bask in the awe of these works of art.
Are these like portraits or what type?
Portraits, landscapes. It's nothing like nothing. There's not like an ongoing theme, or it just really seems like it's almost as if something that you would see like walls of a museum kind of thing. You kind of walk in and it's just like these pieces on display kind of thing.
Okay.
Painted on the wall?
No, like framed, like canvas paintings, like hung on the wall.
Oh, okay.
So definitely, like these little guys have like clearly gotten them from somewhere and hung them up there for their own enjoyment, kind of thing. And again, you kind of come down to the end of this longer hallway, and at the very end, about 60 feet out, which is the limit of your guys' dark vision, you can see another one of these little guys up ahead, and it's again still like fully wrapped up, and he's got a torch in his hand, and he kind of waves and points at it to the other three darklings. And Algra, who introduced himself, he wraps his face back up, and they're kind of shielding themselves as the darkling with the torch lights it. In this, as you get closer, the 20-foot radius of this torchlight, you can clearly see as this darkling is holding up to the painting, so he's taking in, like almost mesmerized by the vibrant colors and the oil paints, and clearly this is some type of like this is a very cherished moment for them. So if it wasn't for this bright light, the Algra and his two friends that are leading you would fully intend to like stay and bask in its glory as well. And then quick, like 20 seconds, the darkling with the torch just snuffs it out and puts it back into its sconce. And you can kind of see as he takes his wrappings off and his exposed hand, in the brief time that you see it, it kind of seems to almost maybe like wither a little bit. This darkling looks a little older, even in the grays and the blandness of your dark vision compared to Algra. Like kind of more deep set wrinkles around its eyes.
The hand actually withered while we were watching it.
Yeah,
Or
it kind
looked
of
withered?
it like not like it didn't like wither to like a husk, but it just
Right.
like
It changed though.
In the light?
you noticed a frailty come about it. In the light. Yeah,
And they're called darklings.
they're called darklings. Yeah,
Hmm.
little on the nose, I think.
I'm picking something up here.
So they continue to just lead them through like this network, and it's not nearly as efficient as like traveling above ground, just because of the way it's designed, just the twists and turns, despite getting onto this grid-based segment. But they're leading you for about an hour or so. Are you guys chatting with them, or are you just kind of staying silent? They're not very talkative entirely.
I think I might use message to speak to Gozer kind of secretly. So message allows me to, within 120 feet, I can whisper a message that only the target can hear, and they can respond as well in kind, so that only I will be able to hear.
Okay, so you guys are able to just speak to each other without these darklings over here.
Right. So I'm going to say, hey Gozer, what do you know about these things? Or have you seen these before? Do you know
Who's
anything
talking
about
to
them?
me?
It's me, it's Falzarin. I'm whispering to you. You can whisper back.
Okay.
They can't hear us. Do you know anything about these little creatures? Do you trust them? You think they're up to no good?
Would I have ever seen these guys before? Are they in Drukhall or anything? Or in the mountains?
They are not in the mountains, no.
No, never seen them before.
You know what, Gozer, why don't you make me a history check?
That's a better roll. That is a 10 plus 0, so 10.
Okay, so for the limited time that you have been in Drukhall, you've certainly heard maybe some rumors or kind of rumblings of these kind of they could be thieves there, but like a specific district within Drukhall is more inclined to employ their services than Detmer's district, for sure, right? So Drukhall being made up of these different districts overseen by these various crime lords. But you know that this district run by a woman named Hannah, you've heard maybe some things that she has, like a little extra help that none of the other bosses kind of have access to.
So I've heard of them, but not seen them before.
Yeah, that's right.
I've heard of them. They're sneaky.
Do you think they can be trusted?
I don't trust anybody.
Okay. What should we do? Should we keep following them? Should we attack them?
We have no choice now. We're lost down here.
That's true.
We follow till they do something.
Did you notice that they don't seem to like the light?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Nope.
have light spell?
I don't.
You no good.
All right. So I guess we keep following them.
Yes.
So they lead you again for like another 30, 45 minutes, and all these twists and turns. And again, it's just like artwork all over, like artwork lining these tunnels, and you even kind of come into one larger room that has some like busts, like statues and sculpted pieces as well. It is very strange, like an underground museum almost. And again, after about 30 or 45 minutes, you get kind of close enough, and you can almost hear like the faint sound of music playing as well, as it kind of reverberates and echoes through these underground chambers. And the way they're leading you is this music, this playing very beautiful music, is getting like louder as you are progressing, as if you're getting closer and closer to maybe where the majority of these darklings live.
So I'm gonna say to Algra, hey Algra, I hear some music. It sounds like it could be coming from a place where there's a lot more of you guys. Where are you taking us? You said you were taking us outside of the city.
Yep. At the end of the tunnels, on the other side of where we all live.
So that's where the music's coming from?
Listen to that beautiful music. That's Julvi. Julvi, he's so good. Oh, just love this music. Isn't it beautiful? Don't you just... It's wonderful. And as you guys progress...
Was I supposed to say something there?
I think you're supposed to agree with him, but...
He was waiting for confirmation there, maybe. But...
Falzarin and Gozer are not talking.
I look off, kind of caught up in my thoughts, and so he decides to carry on.
Sure. And so another 15, 20 minutes go by, and Bryn and Shaft, you guys come to. And you're suddenly, Shaft, Halfling, you have no dark vision, right?
Right. I'm just waking up in the dark, and I feel like I'm being drugged.
You're being dragged on the ground.
What the hell's going? Where am I?
Shaft, we're right here. It's Falzarin. Gozer's here too.
I
Where the hell are we?
grab his
I
head
can't
and I
see
hold him
anything.
still. Hush.
Bryn, you are like almost being like, you've kind of come to, and you're like surrounded by these little guys. Again, you just see kind of grays, and they're all but Algra still has their face cover up. But, one's got on each arm, and one's kind of got your legs as they're kind of carrying you above the ground.
I just like squirm and just like I'm good.
Oh,
just let go of me.
You guys are awake.
Yeah.
Sort of smells down here. Where the hell are we?
Well, this is our home. We saved
Who the hell are you?
I'm Algra.
Hi.
These guys helped fight off the guys who were attacking us, and now they've taken us down underneath the roads, and they say that they're going to get us safely out of the city.
Oh. Okay, I have a question. Do I know anything about these guys? I've
Yeah,
been
why
in
don't
the
you
city
roll
for quite a
me?
while.
You roll me a history.
Let's see. History. It's 11.
Your time, having Shaft, having lived in Drukhall for much longer than Gozer, your difficulty check is that number is a little lower for you. so it's easier for you to gain this information, despite rolling a similar roll.
Yeah, make excuses for why he knows more.
So yeah, Shaft, you actually have met a Darkling before.
Oh, and how do I've met these Darklings before. What's my take on them?
Like what Gozer surmised, they are very sneaky. They're very crafty, and you ran into them kind of by happenstance almost. You kind of ran into one guy as he was like maybe five-finger discounting some paintings.
Okay.
In Hannah's district of Drukhall.
Shit, are we down in the Darkling tunnels? Turn on a light. I need a torch.
No light. We'll guide you.
There's-
No, the light.
You can't guide me. I don't know where the hell you are. I can't see anything.
Well, just hold on to your big friend there.
She's been doing a good job. I mean, my ankles are all ripped up, and if you're gonna, here, let me hold your hand.
I grab his arm.
It is like a kid and their parent.
I'm not holding his hand. I'm holding on to his like shoulder area.
Is that the sweet docile sounds of Julvi that I hear?
Yes, isn't he wonderful?
Oh yeah, I've heard about Julvi. Yeah, it's beautiful. Are we going there? Will there be light?
You'll be above ground when we get to Julvi. Yeah.
Liked it better when he was unconscious.
I hear Gozer's voice, and I like perk up, remembering the circumstances of my last consciousness.
You can see as well, Bryn, as an elf. You have dark vision.
Oh yeah, I can see, and now I see Gozer clear after hearing her voice. And I run up to her and give her a big punch in the face.
All right, roll to hit her.
Here we go.
So add your strength modifier for this.
Oh, which is 0, 11.
I don't think that's gonna hit Gozer. Is it?
No, but Gozer's gonna hit back.
I was gonna say I swing and I miss, but I'm crying out and I'm just like, you have no idea what you've done.
Does a 13 open palm smack hit you?
No.
Interesting.
My excuse is I'm all hunched over. I don't fit in this damn tunnel.
We're just missing each other in the dark here, and I'm just like, you have no idea what you've done. Where's Hank? What happened?
Hank dead? You hit me again, I will kill you.
Hey, stop! Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, Falzarin speaks up and is like, "You two better settle down, or else I'll cast Fireball."
Okay,
Light us
Falzarin's
all
getting
up.
smacked now.
No fire, no fire. What? Please.
Hey,
Let us get
Falzarin,
you out of here.
does a 20 hit you?
Oh yeah, that hits
No.
him.
How
Yeah,
about you
that
take
hits.
4 points of damage?
Oh man. All right.
I back smack you.
Actually, that knocks me down.
Right, because you guys
I
are
was
still
at
hurt
two.
from that previous fight.
Oh, that's right. I only have 1
All
health
right,
left.
who's
What am I
carrying
doing?
Falzarin?
Okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down
Oh
in
my
the tunnel.
goodness, please.
I'm not moving anymore.
What have you done?
What the hell is going on?
I want to know what happened. No one's telling me what happened.
You didn't ask.
Well, okay, that's a good point. Sorry, Gozer.
Diplomacy.
I have a little bit of a temper. I think you can identify with that.
I don't take kindly to being hit. For no reason.
Okay, well, you're quick to hit without reason, too. You ruined our operation back there.
What operation?
You started all of this. I know Hank Applebees, and you went up to him and hit him, and you had no reason to.
He was in our way. Plenty of reason.
Yeah, but I could have saved us all the trouble, and look, now Falzarin's passed out.
He'll be fine.
He's never fine, okay, let's be honest.
Just shit talking unconscious.
I can't even defend myself.
I'm gonna take out my bullseye lantern and try to start lighting it.
No, please, no.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Unless we get moving and get outside, I gotta see what's going on.
Gozer ain't moving till Gozer can rest.
Do you guys want to take a...
I take your lantern from you.
You take my lantern?
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna go, Gozer, no, I need that. Give it back. And
No, I'm gonna
swing,
say, Shaft.
swing wildly.
I'm gonna say they don't like the light. They saved us. Be nice to them.
Can
Fuck
we
your-
at least rest with the we're like up ahead where there's music and more going on and maybe some food or something? I'm talking to you, Gozer.
You asking me? Oh.
No.
Thinking about it.
Well, I mean, there might be food. There might be something worth sitting around and watching. I don't know. These people are interesting.
Is there food?
Look, there's a wagon. We can get you to a wagon, and we can get you out of here on the wagon.
Wait, why do you guys care where we go or what we're doing?
Well, we do nice things. We get rewarded for nice things. Where do you think all this beautiful art came from?
You get rewarded for nice things by who? I'm not rewarding you.
No.
I'm gonna light my lantern.
No, Hannah. Hannah does. We love Hannah.
Who's Hannah?
Hannah's somebody I don't really want to deal with her too much.
I don't know no Hannah.
Shaft knows who Hannah is. Hannah controls what is, for lack of a better term, it's like the art district of Drukhall, like the kind of higher end section of Drukhall. And it's still like kind of seedy underbelly, but it's more in the more along the lines of theft of finer goods and items as opposed to hired contract killers like Detmer seems to employ.
Okay.
Have I ever done any work for Hannah in the past?
No, I don't believe that you would have.
Okay, so I don't owe her any money.
No. I don't
Okay.
believe you shouldn't have any beef.
You're not high class enough.
That's right.
No. I
Like
mean,
these darklings that don't like the light and stay in the sewer tunnels. You're lower class than them, than the sewer rats.
Yeah. I've never had any dealings with Hannah, but I don't know why she would be trying to help us out.
No, not you specifically, but we transport things for her. Why not transport people?
If it can get me out of this, wherever in the hell we are, I'm for it.
Alright, well, I'm not dragging Falzern along.
Do I not need to do death saving throws?
I'm gonna say like the Darklings, while you guys were kerfuffling, they've come over and they've stabilized you, so
Stabilized.
you're
Okay.
fine. Yeah, you're fine. So again, unless otherwise healed, you will regain 1 hit point in 3 hours.
Oof. Okay.
We can take them. I mean, we'll drag them too, I guess. It's not far. It's not much further.
Gozer gets up.
I go over and grab Algra's hand and go, okay, I'm with you.
Okay. So Gozer, though, at the mention of Hank, and of course bringing it up, you recall that you pilfered a coin purse off of Hank,
I did.
and I believe you looked inside, and there was a piece of parchment in there.
Yeah, but I still can't read it because it's dark, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. With
It's like, oh, you're right.
Well, if we can see the paintings on the wall and not see the color, but sort of be able to tell what's
kind
painted
of
on,
grays out, yeah, possibly.
you could probably read.
Again, I mean, you could pull out and you could read it as you walk. It's not like you have to stop to read it.
No,
if you
I'm
were
not
interested.
getting up yet. I'm going to look in the pouch and see what this parchment says before I even get
okay.
up.
Well, in the pouch, along with the parchment, there's about 20 gold pieces in this little pouch. And are you just reading it to yourself, or are you reading it
no.
aloud?
Reading it to myself.
Okay, so you read it to yourself. It says, Father Cultus, after effective interrogation of the Orc Thief, I'm headed to Drukhall, based on the extracted information on the Tabaxi. Once I've arrived in the city, a message will be sent to you, and I'll find the Tabaxi and make 'em talk. What is yours will be retrieved in my grave transgression and losing it. Redeemed. H.A.
So Hank is looking for a tabaxi that they think has the amulet, is what I'm going to surmise from this note.
Yeah, you could easily piece that together for sure.
Have I seen any tabaxis?
Yeah, I think you maybe see the odd one in Drukhall. But you also do recall that Hank had a severed orc head that he threw down on the ground while you guys were fighting as well.
Does she remember that we took an amulet and Falzarin exploded it?
That's a good question. I'm not sure if maybe she thinks that's the one and the same.
Okay.
But that would be up to Gozer to surmise.
Well, I know you were saying, Bryn was saying earlier she had an amulet and they were fighting about an amulet, so I would think it would be a different amulet.
Do you get up? Do you want to walk? You want to continue? Or...
Yeah, I'll get up. I'll get up.
Do you
and
want to
start-
go?
I put everything back in the pouch and I put the pouch on my belt and I get up and start walking.
Okay.
Let's just sit here for another couple hours.
You didn't have anything you wanted to get done tonight, Leland, right?
No, not at all.
So now they're again the same formation of these three darklings lifting and pulling Falzer along. And Shaft, you kind of have Algra by the shoulder. His hands are a little full carrying Falzarin, and again you another like corridor, a left and a right, and a long hallway, and you get within 60 feet of the end of it, and you see that there's a ladder going up, and the music is, you can like clearly hear the music. It's very loud. It's very close, obviously. And before you hit this ladder, though, along this hallway, there's this room that you pass, and you guys kind of peer into it as you pass. And this is actually like Shaft. You see some light finally. You see like glowing like runes and symbols, and the rest of you make out that
What color are they glowing?
they're glowing like a white, like turning on a light bulb almost, like
Okay.
very similar to like sunlight.
I was just wondering if they're blue lights.
No, they're not blue. But the rest of you with your dark vision kind of peer in, and you see there's two tall darklings, like almost a little taller than or Bryn, 'cause she's kind of a short elf, but they're like almost, they're more elfish than goblin, as opposed to like Algra and his two buddies. And they're standing over a smaller darkling laying on this table, and they seem to be applying these glowing runes to its skin as it's completely naked, and they seem to be performing some type of ritual on it. But they keep leading you past, and he keeps going to this ladder.
I've been to these kind of parties before, and I don't think I want to stay. It can get crazy.
Shaft, you would know. You would know crazy when you see it.
I'm just not in the mood. I've got like a hit point.
Yeah, I've got like a thread of hope here too.
Well, we're here. It's just up the ladder, and then we'll come out. It might smell a little bit, but Jolvi's up there, and you'll see the wagons. He's with the wagon too. As they, geez, how are they gonna get Falzer? Can you help us with this big one? Can you help us with him?
Sure, I'll push on his feet or something.
Sure. Okay. So they kind of put him down, and they climb up to the ladder again. It's only like 10 or 15 feet up until one climbs up and pushes over the cover, right? And still no light comes in or anything, because you guys know when you went into the sewers, it was like you guys were leaving the city under dark, so it was kind of just setting, right? The sun was just setting as you were kind of fighting Hank in the streets, so it's completely dark now. It's been like a couple hours.
Okay, we'll put a rope around underneath Falzarin's arms.
Yeah, and they try to
and
hoist
tie
him up.
so they can hoist him. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's still pretty dark for me, right? I still can't really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm going to reveal some roll 20s things here. Can you guys see that?
Not yet. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, it's coming.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Oh.
Did she say it to Shaft?
So we got a. Is this supposed to be outside, or are these walls the inside of a building?
This is the inside of the building. So this hatch that they've kind of lifted in this tunnel comes out, and like this, it's like this stone building. It looks like a barn. I mean, you can see directly as you come out of the hole there. There's this wagon, and now, of course, the music, like you see the ones they call Jolvi. He's one of the elf-sized darklings, and he's kind of holding a lute as he's kind of playing it. And he sees you come up, and he kind of gives you a smile as he continues to play his song. So yeah, this building is kind of like this L-shaped barn. Around the one end of here, there are like horses. There's a couple horses down in here. I mean, pretty evident that they're going to be the ones that would be pulling this wagon, right? And it's this covered wagon, and yeah, it's a closed up covered wagon. Well, we're here. This is the wagon. So Shaft, you can see in some of the windows there is some moonlight. So the Darklings have wrapped themselves back up again as much as they can. But now you can see as if it was dim light, Shaft.
Okay, so I can look out the windows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I see anything that in the city that I recognize, like an idea where I am?
You out one window, depending on which window you look, from one end you can see like the city, basically the city and the city lights and like the wall. So you guys are fully outside of this city, and kind of on the opposite end of that, looking out these windows, you can see that this barn seems to be nestled like right at the foot of the Vorgarag mountains. So they've kind of taken you up and through like the northern section of Drukhall to the northernmost part of it, outside of the city limits. So they've taken you right out of the city.
So you're giving us your horses in this wagon, are you?
No, Jolvi will take you out.
Oh, cool! Jovi's gonna take us out. All right, Jovi, I love your stuff.
Take us out where? Where are you taking us now?
Well, Jolvi's scheduled to bring the wagon to Victor.
Well, that's sort of maybe not directly in where we're trying to go, but hey, it'll go a lot faster if we're in a wagon.
Were we wanting to go through Victor, you guys?
Do we want to get going?
I guess.
Well,
I thought we were going to go
it's
through
a free
Zexal,
ride, right?
But because it was faster to get to Golden.
Well, we'd be on foot. We'd be going through the barren wasteland there, and I was all for it. I mean, I'm
true.
Fine either way, but
No, it's fine. I'm actually feeling really tired since I have 1 hit point, so maybe we'll take the wagon ride.
it's just Jovi that's going with us.
Yeah, he drives. Well, we got to go back down in the tunnels.
Okay, I go over to Jovi and take a good look at him. What kind of feller is he?
So he is another Darkling. He's one of these taller, more elven type looking Darklings. And again, he's kind of got this lute and he's softly playing now. Not quite as loud, obviously, now that you guys are kind of all in the same room. But he certainly doesn't seem too concerned about keeping quiet or causing a bit of a racket or anything. So he's just kind of playing, gives you a bit of a nod.
So we're already outside of the town, so I hop into the back of the wagon and sort of lay back a little bit to get a little bit of a rest, and I go, all right, I'm ready.
Okay, well, actually, the wagon is closed and locked up, so Algren has to come over and actually Dron kind of sitting at the base of the wagon. He kind of unlocks this padlock as he throws the doors open. All right, everyone, get in.
Is there anything inside the wagon?
As you peer into the wagon, you see there are about 6 other people in the back of it.
Oh, what kind of
Yeah, are we able to recognize any of them?
Race? What do they look like?
Yeah, so you see they've been chained up, and there's 5 humans, and Bryn, you recognize somebody.
Oh, snap.
There's a tabaxi in the back of this wagon, and these people look like they've been roughed up. Okay, guys, get in. We'll take you where we're going. I'm gonna have to insist.
I'm in. All I need to do is make sure somebody puts my icon over top of the wagon so the wagon's not covering.
Little roll 20.
Hold on.
Oh, you just killed
Just
somebody.
Wagon
killed you.
unexpectedly lurched forward and squished Shaft.
Gozer will not be chained.
Yeah, I wish Falzarin could speak for himself right now because he's not excited about the situation unfolding here.
Bryn is really torn because, like, we have no strength left. We couldn't take these guys right now. So what's our option?
We got strength. We've got healing
That's
potions.
why I'm getting in.
Please, I'm one of the humans. Please help us. Get us out of here.
Hey, we're along
Don't
the ride
let them
with
take
you.
us.
No, we're with you. We got a long
Well,
ride.
I say
We'll talk
Bryn
about it
hops
on the
in
way.
and is starting to scheme and plot and figure out a way out of this.
Did you say the back of the this wagon was locked and they had to unlock it?
Yeah.
So we can anticipate it being locked once
That's
we're
right.
in there.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm scheming. I'm figuring out.
Gozer goes to climb in the front seat.
No. In the back.
No.
Again, we'll insist. Get in the back. And they, the three little guys each draw a dagger.
We don't.
Torn because on the one
Exactly.
hand, these little guys could easily kill me right now. On the other hand, Gozer does not want to get in the back.
Yeah, Bryn's hesitant too, but I mean, she kind of thought through. I'm almost dead as well, so.
I look at Gozer and I give her the sort of the shake the head and just give her
I was gonna
the
say that doesn't show up on a
Pull the fingers
podcast,
toward
John. Like,
get in the back. Well, I didn't want to say give her the finger.
You
I
motion
didn't
for
know
her to come on in.
How do you say this? Come here. You're getting it back.
Gozer will not be chained, and I climb in the back and I go to sleep. But if anybody tries to chain me up, I'm gonna wake up. Damn it!
So you guys have all, and they've thrown Falzarin in there as
I
well.
didn't have much say in the matter.
Not
We
too
chucked
gently.
him in there.
Waffly, throw him in there.
You're all getting.
That's
Yeah.
an
all
honest
getting-
question
This-
right there, if I
yeah.
ever heard one.
we are. You guys, decisions need to be made when we're making it.
Oh, this is unfair.
It sucks to be unconscious, doesn't it?
sure does.
Yeah, the whole Hank thing pissed me off.
This is just terrible, terrible plan.
I don't see what other choice we have.
All right, as you guys climb in,
Drink
they
your health
close-
potion and take them on.
Close the door of this wagon, and they lock it back up.
Is this a shoehorn of plot, Leland?
This is a what?
A shoehorn of plot.
No,
No,
he's not. He's not leaving.
I didn't think you guys get in the wagon.
We
Oh,
have,
hell no, this
we,
is an
like,
adventure.
We would all die.
We'll be all right.
if we didn't. Does that heal
You
us?
guys all have health
Do
potions.
health potions heal you completely?
No.
No.
4d4 plus 4.
Wait, did they close the doors already? We're still talking about this.
They've closed them. You guys have all climbed in, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. They've closed them and then they've locked them, and now they're speaking to each other in not in the language they were talking to you, but a different language. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
I think Falzarin does, but he's unconscious. Because he speaks 5 languages.
I don't believe
No,
Falzarin does
I don't.
either. Actually.
Oh,
'cause
dang.
You guys have actually encountered this language before. If you recall, on those schematics you found in that cave, there was notations written in Sylvan. But so I already know that you guys don't speak Sylvan. Okay, so yeah, you hear them kind of speaking to each other, and Julvi's music stops, and you hear like this scraping of this, what you can surmise is the cover of that opening that they climbed you up, like scraping and closing.
Okay.
And now it's just kind of silent. And Prince Charmington turns to Bryn. Oh, Bryn. Hello. I didn't think we'd see each other again.
Is that the tabaxi?
This is the tabaxi, yeah, the cat person.
I look
You all
over
see.
at Prince Charmington. Is he Prince Charmington the
third.
Third? I thought so. Prince Charmington the Third, and say, "I am not happy to see you again."
Yeah, and he's looking a little rough. He's got like a few dagger wounds in him that kind of have seeping blood still.
And I look at him. I'm like, looking good, Prince.
Well, I do try. I do try. Where did you come from? Why are you in Drukhall?
Why are you in here?
Well, Krug and I, we fled after, and we both kind of parted ways, and I ended up here. I was attacked, and I thought I was being saved, but clearly not. As all the humans kind of also like nod, and almost like similar things kind of happening to them. They've clearly all been like deceived and lured here.
Shoot. So, I'm not saying anything, but I'm looking over at Shaft and everybody like, what have we just done?
Great work, guys. Thanks for dragging Falzer into this.
You can't say anything, you're out.
First off, we still have everything in our possession. They didn't take anything away.
That is true.
Right, and actually, you see at the back of the wagon, there's like
a bunch of
a
health
bag
potions.
of like from these people's belongings. It's just
Okay.
in the wagon with them as well. Like, but these guys are at least still like manacled up.
Bryn, you like this guy? You trust this dude?
No, I don't trust them at all.
Oh, we'll leave him chained up. What about the other
Yeah,
guys?
we're gonna leave them chained up. I don't know the other guys.
Oh, you don't know who
No,
those guys are?
I just know.
Okay.
Please help us. Please unchain us.
Charmington,
Shut
shut
up!
That was one of the humans.
Oh.
You shut up too.
Yeah.
I felt like he was going to say something, but
Prince
I heard
Charmington
you
would
say
beg
something.
for his life.
I look over at Charmington and I say, you wouldn't have been attacked by Hank, would you?
Not Hank, no. But his scouts.
What were they looking for?
Well, possibly what we may have stolen from them.
Okay, correction, you stole something from Hank. That was not part of the plan.
The job was the job, and we all got our take.
Yeah, but you just had to take something extra for yourself, didn't you?
That. Look, you can't tell me you wouldn't have done the
You
same.
can't talk
in
your
my-
you
in my
can't talk
shoes.
your way out of this. What happened, I understand that, but you are responsible for my best friend's death. And I will never forgive you.
I didn't sign your friend up. You didn't sign your friend up. She signed herself up.
But you did wake up Hank by stealing that amulet from around his
You
neck.
knew the risks. You knew the risks.
There's always risk.
I had no guilt on my shoulders for this.
You're still to blame.
Only in your eyes.
It's the facts. It's the facts, Charmington, and I'm gonna let you rot here in your shackles.
Kind of hisses. Thank you. You guys kind of, again, it's just like super quiet. Still pitch black in the back of this wagon. An
Are
hour
we
passes.
moving?
No. An hour passes. 2
Oh,
hours
hell.
pass.
I thought we were moving. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. So, I think. Do we hear anything outside? Do we hear any movement out around?
You make a perception check for me.
You said 2 hours have passed,
2 hours have passed.
and I got knocked
It's
out.
20.
You have another hour left.
So can I use a hit die to get that health point back?
Yeah, do you guys want to take a short rest?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, already did,
Yeah,
right?
you have the time. I think you guys could short rest. I mean, you're definitely waiting here.
What is that? How do we do that again?
So I don't really know I don't know if Falzarin can.
He can't
Actually
because he's
take
waiting for one
the
more
short
hour.
rest.
No,
Yeah.
I'm waiting to
Yeah.
regain consciousness.
But one of you could force feed him a potion.
I'm not.
I mean, you could take my potion out of my belongings and give it to me.
I mean, we realize he's just sort of out cold, right?
Yeah. I mean, especially you and Brent having just woken up from being knocked out yourselves.
Things are
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Things are looking-
A potion of greater healing is a pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Thing just to wake you up.
even to go through your stuff and give you
it
your
would
own.
only wake me up. It wouldn't heal me at all.
Well,
No,
give us a-
it'll
would heal
restore you. It'll restore you, whatever you roll in hit points. And then you would be awake.
My thoughts, Falzarin, are that, I mean, you're unconscious. You shouldn't be talking, but I wouldn't go through your stuff and give you your potion because you didn't go through my stuff and give me my potion. So
But
sorry.
things weren't near as dire as they are right now.
Were they though?
We didn't
So
know.
I rolled a 20 on perception. Just I want to hear if there's anybody out there.
Okay, so you don't hear any of like that of the Sylvan language or the Darklings moving around. but you can hear what sounds like this scuttling coming like from above you guys.
Okay.
Very faint, even difficult to overhear the kind of the sobbing and the whimpering of the other 5 people in here. But yeah, you hear like this little kind of directly up, like above you, not up like on the top of the wagon, but as if it was like up on the roof of the building you're in.
Is the wagon made of wood?
It is made of wood, yeah.
Is this a solid type wood, or is it an old raggedy type wagon?
It seems to be pretty newly built. Why don't you give me perception on the wagon as you blindly kind of feeling around, and of course all of you can do this except Balzarin.
Are you saying it's pitch black in there?
It's pitch black in here. Yeah, you can't see.
Oh well, first thing I'm going to do then is light up my lantern.
Okay.
I'm going to reach in and try to light that up. I'm pretty adept at doing that in dark places, but I might have a little bit difficulty right up
So
front.
what are you having us check for right now?
I can perceive to kind of look at what exactly this wagon is structurally as built as.
I got a 19. I specifically want to check the doors to see if I can bust them open.
Okay.
I have a 16.
I rolled a 1. In keeping with our theme.
So Gozer and Shaft, you kind of inspecting the walls of this wagon. They seem to have been like reinforced with like these strippings of metal, almost like as if like similar to like putting rebarb in concrete. The wooden structures have been reinforced. Clearly, it's evident that this wagon is used to transport somebody that may want to try to bust out. So Gozer, you can try to smash out if you want.
So in case it's not totally clear, we are all prisoners right now.
Yeah, we get it, Falzarin. Shush.
And the wagon has not moved for 2 hours.
Wait for your hour to come.
So now I'm torn between wanting to go through his stuff and give him the health potion, but also go through his stuff.
Wait a minute.
You gave her the idea.
B, because he threatened to hit me with a fireball.
Okay.
Whether he could or not is irrelevant, but he threatened to hit me with fire.
I may or may not have
I'm
that spell.
He's useless. I don't want him awake, actually.
Mostly what I said is everybody settle down.
Falzarin's talking the most and he's unconscious. This is not realistic.
Okay, I look at Gozer and I go, Gozer, you think you can punch a hole over there somewhere? Close to where that lock is. And if you just get a small hole, we might be able to reach out there and take care of that lock.
And we don't currently hear anything outside there?
Well, you hear that stuff up on the... Sounds like there's something girdling around on the roof up there, but we'll worry about that after we get out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna take my great axe and try and bust into one of the doors.
Okay. Make an attack.
Man, I rolled a 19. 24.
Yeah, definitely.
I hit the door?
You hit the door. Hey, it is a confined space. It's difficult to get a full swing in.
Especially for somebody of
Yeah,
my
I was
size,
gonna
right?
say.
Yeah, right.
That is 12 points of damage.
Okay, you hack into it and your great axe sinks into the wood again, but there's like little strips of reinforcement of metal, so you're kind of trying to hit your blade right in between these little strips, as you do with that excellent 24 to hit, and you kind of splinter off a little section of it as you rip your great axe out of it, as back out of the wood, almost stumbling backwards in this confined space. And Shaft, you are able to kind of poke your finger through this little splinter that she's managed to carve so far.
Is that what we're calling it? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You guys said if I have the thoughts to share them because it's funny.
So do I get from this that I could eventually make a big enough hole for him to get his hand out, or is it pointless for me to try?
No, you definitely made some progress.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again then. And that time I got a 15.
Yeah, yep, that hits.
And 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Dang.
Again, you've like doubled this splinter, this little cut that you've not quite enough to Shaft's wrist to get past and out and around, but you can keep swinging.
Yeah, one more. Hopefully this will do it. No, that's not gonna do it. I must have slipped because I only got a 9 that time.
No, you smash into the little strips of metal and kind of tinks off and slides down onto the ground into the bottom of the wagon here.
Did I almost hit anybody with that when I slid down?
Pretty close. I mean, Falzern's unconscious body is kind of right there by
Falzern's right there, isn't he?
Yeah, we don't move him. Go ahead and do it again.
Leland, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, while Gozer's doing this and Shaft is trying to get her finger out, Falzern's passed out. True, I have 5 humans watching me, but is there any chance I could take a stab at Charmington without anyone noticing? Or at least without Charmington expecting it, like if I could sneak attack him.
Boy,
You're gonna start
you
a
can
fight
try, but
in the middle of,
you can try
of this wagon.
He is shackled, and I actually just really want to kill him. I don't want to start a fight.
So I would suggest you let us have a perception check to see if we see what she's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to draw your rapier, Bryn.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go
Wait.
and make a sleight of hand,
What's-
and everyone else can make it, except Falzern, can make a perception check.
What's that book you're consulting? Is that How to Deal with Difficult Adventurers?
My sleight of hand is 17.
I got a 6.
I got an 8.
I'm concentrating on this here door.
I'm watching her swing.
Oh no.
Why is this bad? It's not necessarily
You
bad.
successfully draw. Well, let's see if these humans. Well, everyone else in the wagon are pretty also focused on Gozer trying to hack at this door.
That's what I'm
So
figuring.
you are able to draw your rapier, and you want to attack Prince Charming.
I would really like to pierce his side, real sneaky like.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Prince Charming is currently restrained,
Yep.
meaning attack rolls against him have advantage,
Yep. And he's not expecting it, I would hope.
which, because you have advantage, you get sneak attack
Yep.
damage. So why don't you roll to attack?
Now's my time to not roll a 1. 13. Oh, plus
You have advantage.
plus my dex. So
Roll- yeah, roll a second time, see if you get
16 on that one. Ooh, 22.
That's a hit.
That hits.
Yeah, baby.
So your rapier damage is a D8
Right.
plus 3, right? And 2d6 for your sneak attack, is that right?
D8 plus. Well, that's good because my D8 rolled a 1. So 4, 10, 14.
Okay, you stabbed Prince Charmington. He's really beat up as it is, but not enough to finish him off. But you've now stabbed him.
And now he's slowly bleeding out.
Everyone is and everyone is well aware that you have just
Oh,
stabbed
seriously?
Prince Charmington.
I go, what the hell? Every time I turn around, you're killing somebody.
Mind your own business, Shaft.
I don't care who you kill, but jeez.
Trust.
Give us some heads up. We had an agreement.
Did we?
Yeah, the last guy you killed. I said, I don't care who you kill, just tell me you're going to do it so I can go somewhere else. Or
Alright, well.
or at least know.
It's kind of an
Are you going to kill those guys too?
No. It was kind of an opportune time. I'm sorry. Hopefully he just bleeds to death slowly right now. We don't need. Let's continue hacking the door. I just had to do it.
My God, I can't go to sleep with you around. Son of a... Gozer, let's get the hell out of here before she starts stabbing us.
Whack on the door. I got a 16.
That hits.
And that is 12 points of damage.
Okay, you have gotten enough splinter between these strips of metal where Shaft is able to get his, up to the elbow out and able to kind of hook around and feel around on the outside of this wagon.
So I have a question. We've been in here for how long?
It was kind of 2 hours or so of silence, unless, of course, all of this stuff is happening, right away.
So if there's
Like,
2
were
hours,
you-
we have a short rest, right?
We had a short
Well,
rest
this
first.
is the thing. So you guys have taken your short rest? Did you wait? Did you literally wait an hour, do all your short rest stuff, and then, another hour goes by, no movement, now you're doing all this stuff?
I say we just take our 1 hour.
Because you when you got in this wagon, you clearly had no way of knowing, of course, how long you'd be in it.
Right.
Right.
So
I mean, my
that's the
impression was
problem.
we were gonna get moving right away.
Yeah.
And when we didn't, we sit there for a while, I was going to say I'm pretty damaged, so I'm not going to be doing anything, at first. So I'd like to take an hour rest, and then I can at least roll some hit die.
Yeah, I think the hour rest is needed, and then we didn't know we weren't moving, so I say that we just started hacking after that hour.
It makes sense that you would anticipate that you're about to go on a bit of a trip, so you get in, you sit down, you're going to take a rest while you're traveling to wherever the wagon's going, right?
But it's not traveling.
When you're taking a short rest, are you aware of what's going on around you? Like, would you know that the wagon's not moving?
Yeah, you're just not active.
Okay.
You can sit there.
Basically, you're sitting on the couch watching TV.
So you'd know that the wagon's not
No
moving
TV.
once you...
And no couch.
So we waited an hour, and then Gozer started hacking.
So you're okay. An hour goes by. You guys have, again, no movement, no sound. In the second hour, I'll allow you guys to then start your short rest. So you guys can now roll your hit dice for this second hour. Falzarin, you're still out cold.
I needed a total of 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
I forget how to do a short rest again, sorry.
Okay, so short rest. So to regain some of your hit points, you can roll your hit dice to revive yourself, basically. So for you, Rogue Bryn,
Yes.
Bryn Rogue, your hit die is a D8,
Yeah.
right? You should have 3 of them. Now, when you roll 1, you add the result plus your Constitution modifier, and that's how many hit points you regain.
Constitution.
And you can spend as much as you'd like, as many as you have available to
I
you.
have no additional Constitution, so just 3d8. Okay.
If you want to use them all.
Oh. What's the other
Right,
option?
you can roll them one at a time and see the results, right? I don't know how close. I mean, you're only at 1 hit point, right?
Yeah, so I get an 8 on the first one. Sweet.
Okay, good.
8 on the second one. Yeah, baby.
Okay.
And a 1.
I was going to say, do you want to roll the last one?
What? Why does it matter?
Well, you have a maximum hit point, right? You can't go above your maximum.
No, I'm not.
So-
I'm not there yet.
What's your total?
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
I'm at 18,
So you guys-
18 out of 24 now. Just for the list.
Okay, so you guys
the listeners
short
out
rest.
there.
You guys
Nice.
heal up.
I got 2 8s on the 10, and I'm going to do my last one here. And a 1. Wow, nice. Okay, so I got 17, 18 total back. Or 18 total is what I have.
Nice. Goes there?
I'm at 23 total out of 33.
Okay, sweet.
I only rolled 2 dice. I don't remember what they were, but I rolled them and wrote down what it was.
Right. Okay, so now coming into this third hour, the third hour is when Shaft, you hear this scuttling. Bryn, you stab heartlessly. You stab this poor cat man to Prince Charming's in the third. And now this third hour has progressed, and Falzarin, you gasp awake, reviving one hit point. And that's our show. Our intro and outro music was created by Josh Jarvis. For your own musical inquiries, contact jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. All other music and ambient noise is courtesy of tabletopaudio.com. The Incorrigible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. Visit criticalhitdesign.com for all of your graphic design needs. You can find more info on the characters and world at incorrigibleparty.com. Enjoying the show? Have any questions or rules corrections? Email us. contact@incorrigibleparty.com or reach out on social media. The Incorrigible Party on Facebook and Instagram, @IncorrigiblePar on Twitter, using the hashtag AfterPartyIP for a shout out during our behind the screen after party episodes that drop every 4th release. Happy adventuring!